Hi, this is Nalini. I am a life skill trainer in Impact Foundation and a safety skill trainer in Learning Space Foundation. Today, I come before you to give you few tips. Tips to lead a happy life, a peaceful life and a stress-free life. Just imagine how many number of people are there in our life. Have you ever dared to count? Did you ever count? Starting from yourself. And remember, the count always starts from yourself. Yes, we are the center point of our life. We all are conscious about it. Our life is just continuation. It's an elaboration, or we have to say like it just starts from ourselves. When you were seeing a lot of people around you, have you ever thought to keep them according to their importance? Yes. Did you ever try to grade all the people around you according to their importance? Is it sounding odd? Is it sounding selfish? No. This will help us. This will help us to resolve our issues. This will help us to keep us free from useless concerns. As a psychologist, I see that people get several times messed up with a lot of issues for which they are actually not responsible. And the funny part is, majority of those issues don't even bother them directly in their life. But however, out of anxiety, out of enthusiasm, people do get into lot of troubles for which they are not even directly related. And we all will agree that all different kinds of problems are because of different kinds of people. Problems are because of people, but people shouldn't be problem, right? So whatever I say now will help you to find out that who are those people who are actually influencing your life and those people who are not so much influencing your life. And whatever I say now, you can do it for every thing, so like 5 years of your life. And surprisingly, this gradation does change from one stage to other stage of your life. So what you do is, quickly I will tell you something. Take a paper, a white paper, keep a dot, write it that I mean that dot is you, and that white paper, it's like you are the center of your life, right? So from you is your world starts. Draw one circle around that center, making the dot as the center. Draw a circle, a smaller circle. Now write the names of those people who are very close to you. I mean the immediate people of your life. If you are the center of your life, then who are those people who are your immediate important people in the first circle? Okay. So just write the names. Don't simply write parents, friends, like that. Write the names. Now draw another circle. Now write the names of those people who have a place in that second circle. I mean people who are next important. Then draw the third circle. Write the names. Draw the fourth circle. Now see who are those people you would like to place in this circle. Please do continue like this until you fill in the right places for all those people whom you feel are very important in your life. Why are you writing like this? The psychology behind it is to identify who are the most influencing people in our life. People whose lives influence us and people who are influenced by our lives. I mean the decisions we make, the actions we make, and our thoughts, our behaviors will not influence every other person in this world. No, they will influence only few people around us. So this activity will help you to identify who are those actual ones who get influenced by you, and also by whom do you get influenced. When we do so, surprisingly we observe that people whom we thought that very important to us, while we are actually placing them in circles, we see that they don't occupy the first or second place. It's always those people in the first and second circles are those on which our responsibility exists, or are those people whose responsibility is on us. Observe, write and observe. But people whom generally we give a lot of time or a lot of space in our mind, who are just trying to influence us, we think in our thoughts, are actually not in the circle, in the first few circles. They are somewhere in the third or fourth or fifth, or probably even sometimes in the most outer circle, or not even in the circles too. Why we do this one? The people who are in the first two circles are the people who are actually influencing our life. They may be our children, our partners, our parents, the best friend of our life. And whereas in the third, fourth and fifth circles are the people who are important but not influencing people. I mean, their actions or decisions do not influence our life greatly, or our actions or decisions will not influence their life greatly. But yet, we try to give a lot of hypocritic importance to them. This kind of activity, when we do, it will help us to identify the problems that are created by the people, or the issues, or any other thing, any other small or big disturbances that are related to the people in the first two circles are actually those for which we need to spare our time, effort, energy and also our thoughts. For those people who are in the outer circles, we can just stay as good well-wishers, do something from us which is very much limited, spread a good thought, share a positive word, or just extend a small help which is always a limited one. But we need not take the problems arised by them, the words used by them, or whatever the comments or whatever the actions, whatever they have done. We can just choose not to take it a lot on our mind and also on our heart. So, this will help us, this kind of activity will help us to identify the people. Why we do all this? In the modern society, we all are stressed because we have overloaded our lives with lot of things. Our personal targets, our professional targets, our social influences, social relationships, our image in this outer world, our self-image in our inner world. We have overloaded ourselves with a lot of expectations, and the limits of perfection are just increasing day by day. In these efforts, somewhere we are losing our mental peace. We are not able to identify that small line that is to be drawn to make ourselves free from all these unnecessary thoughts. Of course, good actions like exercise or meditation will help us to retain our energy and give the necessary balance to our mind. Along with that, we can also use such kind of activities to observe how many people are we accommodating actually in our life. See that we don't overload them. See that we don't rush with lot of running behind people. See that our piece of room is not filled with lot of members. So, these first two or three circles are the circles of concern, whereas the first circles that are concern and also that will influence our life, whereas the outer circles are the circle of only concern. I mean, if you have come to know that your grandfather's daughter's son is ill, what can we do? We can just have a pray, think that he is good, that's all. It is not the same if you found out that your mother or your son is ill. It's not the same. Every minute we will pray, every minute we will see that our parent or our son is fine and is back to normal. That is how people in the outer circles, yes, we are concerned about them, we are their well-wishers. Someone is in the financial problem, some friend is in financial problem, just think that how much can you extend your help. Please see if they are in the circle of concern, just do. I don't say that don't react or respond, just do, but understand that whatever you can do is to a limit. Don't push your borders, don't bother yourself so much, don't put your lives in stress and strain, because we already have those people whose responsibility is on us in the circle of concern and related to a lot of issues, lot of problems that are arised because of these people. We can always choose for what do we get disturbed and for what we don't get disturbed so much. For that, we can use a tip called putting them into two buckets, that is a bucket that has the people or the issues that are related to the people in the circle of concern, and for those people who actually influence our life are in the bucket of circle of influence. I mean, those are the people that are in the circle of influence for which we actually need to give space, time, effort, energy and thoughts in our brain. This kind of activities or this kind of things, when we repeat in our lives at different stages, we observe that there is an exchange in the places. Imagine a teenager boy, if I have asked a teenage boy to write this, in his second circle itself, I mean in the circle of influence itself, he will have his friends. Whereas if I ask a 40-year man to write this, the same friend will be somewhere in the fourth circle or fifth circle, and sometimes may not be occupying any place in the outer circles also. This is how our life changes, priorities changes, people around us changes, our responsibilities changes. So we should also realize that, and our ultimate goal is to keep ourselves at peace. We should not stress ourselves, we should not push our borders so much that we lose our cool and we lose the essence of life. Always see that we are at a calm place. Only then we can be the center of positivity. We can spread positiveness and also we can spread peace. Thank you.